Hi, my name is Emily Otto, and you are in my free Facebook group, Rebel, or maybe you're watching this on YouTube. But hi, my name is Emily. I'm a business and lifestyle mentor for healers, priestesses, witches, and wild women. Basically, if you're a woman and you're an entrepreneur and you have a soul driven purpose, my work is for you. I'm a healer for healers. My healing modality is alignment, intention, sacred sales, marketing, delicious, juicy, craveable program and content creation. And all of the mindset and the getting out of our own way and the who do I think I am imposter syndrome and other random shit that comes up and gets in our way along the path to greatness, to six figures and multiple six figures. Because you get to both help a lot of people and make a lot of money. I just finished teaching Premium Priestess, which is a masterclass that you get as part of the Rich Witch Collective. So if you aren't already part of my membership program, the Rich Witch Collective, this is your official invitation. That masterclass replay will be up by the end of the day, and you can get access to that and over $2,000 of programs immediately for just $97 a month. Join anytime, cancel anytime. And in addition to live training once a month, a vault of recorded trainings, you also get an ecstatic dance party and custom crafted ritual every single month, and then the replays for all of those. So, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to get back to doing lives in this free Facebook group. And they will be actual trainings, insightful, impactful, tangible takeaway training that you can apply immediately and make more money and feel better in your business. I love what I do and I love how I do it. And being a mom of two tiny humans during summer, when one's a 5-year-old and one's a 2-year-old, and we didn't really have consistent childcare, is fucking crazy. It's the first time I haven't had like 2 dedicated days a week in my business since I had the second little guy. And so it's been wild and bumpy and trying to figure out when do I work on my business and how, and just all the things that come up with that. And my sweet husband is going through a hard time resolving some birth and childhood trauma that have come up for him. And meanwhile, I'm creating parties in the woods with friends and building yak fences and breeding chickens and prepping to go to Burning Man. And so life has been really, really fucking crazy this summer. I wonder if you're experiencing anything along those lines of just the chaos. And my son Cedar starts school on Monday, and I feel like the worst parent ever because I will be at Burning Man. And it's okay, and his grandparents will be here, and his uncle, and his aunt, but I've got to get everything set up for my kindergartner's first day. And it's bananas. So I feel very much like I'm in this stage of all of a sudden everything is new again. My website project is finally done. This has been a 9-month brand upgrade, vibe upgrade. Every single page on that website has been amplified. It's live. I have scalability. I have programs. I have really rad sales pages. Click through, enjoy it. I love it. But it took 9 months. And it was going to take 3. And so it's been a long and arduous process. And I feel like I'm arriving at this next phase of my business. And I'm really excited for it. And I'm excited to pick back up the things that were nourishing and fun and were nourishing you, like going live weekly and giving you a tangible training every week. And then my podcast will pick back up in the fall. And I'm so excited for season 2 and going even deeper in all of the podcast topics. Because my goal at the end of the day is to help you help hundreds of thousands of people. Because you're a healer and your work is solid gold. And there are people that need you and want to hire you. And I want to help you get in front of them and help them. But my goal is that you get to be massively well supported and nourished. Because if you're a healer, I'm a healer for healers, and we know that it's all about how do we receive support and help and guidance. And one of those ways is coming here to this free Facebook group, or joining the Rich Witch Collective, or get your cute butt into the next round of the Rebel Mastermind. It is always open for enrollment. We are doing an enrollment push right now that'll end in September, I think. We'll see. We'll see when it ends. But get in my DMs about the mastermind if you're interested and want to chat about it before I go to Burning Man, or simply surprise the fuck out of me and click the buttons and click the payment links and get in. Get in. You get immediate access to tons of programs and content, and my team, Nicolette and Melissa, can help you onboard into the program, and our next coaching call will be the day after Labor Day. Okay, so I did this training in Premium Priestess today as part of the Rich Witch Collective, and I really wanted to give you this 3-part recipe to creating content that lands with your people and helps them convert into paying clients for you. So the whole purpose of content is so that people are inspired by your work in the world and that they get to know, like, and trust you and choose and decide to hire you to support them in their journey, to help them with whatever they're going through. That's the whole purpose of content. One content post is never going to be the deal breaker. It is never going to be, you made one post, it was the post to rule them all, just like The Ring, and then that was it, and they said yes, ta-da, the end. It's the overlapping content, it's the consistency, it's video, it's text, it's images, it's showing up in different ways at different times, it's giving people a deeper point of intimacy and connection with you, just like this live video training. Say hi if you're watching live, say hi if you're watching the replay. I'd love to know you're here and come celebrate you. And in order to create that content, you don't need to be in like this, oh, I have to be like in the flow and I've got to be like on fire to write content. No, but you do get to create the flow. Okay, so you get to create and spark the flow state. So this is the 3-part recipe to creating content that converts. Your work is in the details. Your work is in devotional attention to details, sacred intimacy. Your work isn't open the computer, make a post, open the computer, make an invitation, open the computer, send an email. No, dear healer, your work is getting inspired, feeling playful, and then practicing that again and again. So how do you get inspired? Maybe you look at a Pinterest board. Maybe you look at something you want to buy. Maybe you look at your dream house and drive through the neighborhood that it's located in. Maybe you read testimonials about your work from your past clients. Maybe you do a guided meditation, a breathwork session, an ecstatic dance party. Maybe you attend one of the full moon ritual ecstatic dance parties as part of the Rebel Collective. Your work, if you're a priestess, if you're a witch, if you're a healer, is to get inspired. Get inspired. Because through that energy, you have more life force to give and more attention and energy to utilize than if you were striving, if you were grasping at straws, if you were trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip or a rock, right? So your task, your work is to get in the flow state. It's to be inspired. Whether that's a 3-minute dance party, going for a walk in the woods, watching The Witcher, watching Bridgerton, making something, crafting something with your hands, right? I was just talking to my friends about figuring out how to weave willow chairs and make these elven willow chairs for our treehouse. Your work is to get inspired, and then your work is to play with it. Play with it. Dance, create, play, laugh, get silly. Laughter yoga is the most ridiculous thing, and I love that it exists and that people practice it. How can you play more? Bubbles. I love bubble blowing as a form of play. Get silly with it. You are an infinite spirit having a finite human experience. This world is incredible. Find the magic. Trust the magic. Get inspired by it. Play with it. Play with your dog. I played with my golden retriever Floof for like 5 minutes this morning. She was getting really jumpy and bouncy and doing that whole play bow thing where they put their front paws down and they wiggle their butts. And so I jumped at her and she did little circles and she ran around and was so giddy. Or I'll tickle my baby, my 2-year-old Rowan. Still, his belly is so soft and I'll just tickle him. And he'll start laughing and go, hee 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 hee. again. And so I'll do it again. And all of a sudden, my brain feels so good with the wave of oxytocin and other delicious hormone chemicals flowing through my body. And then I can do the thing. I can take out the garbage. I can write 3 posts and send the emails. I can feel lit up and inspired and juicy about creation, right? And we play with it, and then we make it a practice. Make it a practice to get in the flow state, to get inspired, to create, to do the thing. Because some days you wake up and you're like, ugh, I don't want to. And when you work a corporate 9 to 5, you can mail it in. You can mail it in. You can sit at your computer. You can sort of do work. If you're in the medical field or you're doing things with humans all day, you can't mail it in as much. This is true. But if you're an entrepreneur, it's really hard to mail it in because you're the only one who knows if you did the work. And if you have clients or you're a service provider, there's work that you have agreed to do and want to do, but in that moment you might feel meh about doing it. So I take tons of client notes in my journals in all of my sessions, and when I have no idea what the fuck I want to write for content, I'll flip back through, and what I do is I'll keep it a note in the margins in a different color ink pen. I usually have 2 ink pens at my desk, and that will be a content piece. And I made a practice out of, when I say something brilliant, I write it down. I write it down, and then I'll create something from it later. And then you don't have to fake the inspiration or the juice. You get to pull it from your past self and bring it into the present reality and let it cast out into the future. Just like the flow of time and the flow of a river. If you're standing in a river, technically the past is behind you, but it flows to you, through you, and out in front of you. So you let the same thing happen with your content. Let it work for you. There's a cute little downy woodpecker on an oak tree. I love watching them hop around. You can take anything beautiful, engaging, and inspiring and choose to lean into it. Pay devotional attention to details through sacred intimacy, and then create from it. It's a-okay to have the best latte of your life and make a post about it. And you can draw that thread to your service or your program or your offer or your view on the world, and let other people's lives be amplified by it. It doesn't have to be so hard, and we don't have to carry it so heavy. You don't have to explain the depth of the entirety of your work in one post. Think of it as weaving. You're taking different threads and you're patterning it over each other, and eventually you've got this beautiful, huge woven tapestry for your entire business in different programs. And right now, the physical representation of that for me is this beautiful website. It's all of my programs stacking and overlapping with each other. It's the over 500 humans who I've gotten to work with in 5 years. It's bringing over $500,000 in through my business in that 4 or 5 years time. That's the weaving. That's the stacking. And you get to have that too. So when it comes to creating content, do it from an inspired, juicy, lit up place, and then save those posts. Put them in a Google Doc, put them in an Airtable account, and then when you're like, I just can't even today, copy, paste, hit enter, add a graphic, add a picture, change it up, add part of it. What you wrote in the past is still gonna land today. Maybe you need to make minor tweaks, who cares? It's still a powerful spell, and it's still very needed in the world and important. Yay! It's so much fun to do this with you. Thank you for being here today. I hope that little recipe helps you craft some delicious, juicy content so that people can see you, they can see your work, they can get to know, like, and trust you, and choose and decide to hire you and be wildly supported by you. If you've been watching and waiting and considering getting in my mastermind, join in. There's extended payment plans, there's pay in full options, there's monthly payment options. Right now there are 6 incredible women in the program, and I'm inviting a handful more in for the month of September. We are also going to be having a half-day VIP day virtually to set the tone and the foundation in September, and that'll be the kickoff point. And I finally figured out a name for my event happening in Ann Arbor, Michigan on September 30th. It is called Amplify and activate. And it's happening on September 30th, and that's the sales page. And I would love, love, love to have you join me here then. I have been wanting to hold an event forever that is life-changing for women. There's so many boring leadership conferences out there, and I remember feeling allergic to them, of like putting on the jacket and dressing up and having to talk about things I didn't care about in ways that didn't light up my soul, that were dry and frustrating because I thought that that was what leadership looked like. And maybe it does in corporate America, but not here. Here we get to have breathwork, ecstatic dance, conversations on devotion, intimacy, play, pleasure, fun, and we get to feel it and move it and experience it and create divine epic sisterhood in this one-day retreat experience. 20 incredible women are already coming. I have space for 80 total. I would love, love, love to have you there. Drive in, fly in, come in on a train or a bus. There are amazing hotels and restaurants right here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It is going to be in a ballroom on the campus of the University of Michigan. I am so excited. I can't wait to do this. And there are 3 VIP tickets available. I am going to handcraft a delicious VIP dinner for a few of my clients and a few tickets on sale. And that'll be Friday night at Waymeet Community Farm. You can come meet my baby yaks, hang out with the chickens, and be served a delicious meal. And then Saturday, the event is all day. There's a rough outline on that sales page. Tickets are just $111. Come on in, invite your sisters, invite your friends. I am so excited for this in-person intimate experience. My soul has been craving it, and I know yours has been too. So please, please, please join me then and there. And with that, I am peacing out on vacation until the day after Labor Day. I will see you after Burning Man, or I hope to see you in the dust. Have a beautiful, exquisite, delicious week.